We are starting off with WWE, as the latest episode of SmackDown has fans buzzing with speculation, especially regarding Paul Heyman's mysterious absence. The intrigue began when Roman Reigns attempted to call the Wise Man, only to discover that Heyman's number was out of service. Now, recent developments, however, suggest that something deeper may be unfolding, and Sami Zayn might be at the center of it. During Solo Sikoa's entrance on SmackDown, the OG Bloodline members were shown watching backstage. Eagle-eyed fans noticed an unusual detail. As Solo's music hit, Sami Zayn discreetly pulled a phone from his pocket and tossed it onto the couch. Interestingly, none of the OG Bloodline members appeared to notice this move, sparking widespread speculation about the phone's owner. One potential scenario could be that the phone Sami tossed could belong to Roman Reigns. There is a possibility that Sami altered the Tribal Chief's phone by changing Paul Heyman's contact information. This might explain why Heyman's number appeared to be out of service. If true, this would imply that Sami is deliberately preventing Heyman from aiding the OG Bloodline in their battle. This seemingly implies that Sami Zayn might secretly be conspiring against Roman Reigns and the OG Bloodline. He could be pretending to support the group while, in reality, he's against them. Sami Zayn could also later be revealed as the agent of Solo Sikoa's factions, and the goal might be to sabotage Reigns and ensure the success of Solo's faction in their ongoing feud. This could explain why Sami Zayn is seemingly trying to keep Paul Heyman away from the feud, as Heyman's strategic brilliance could give Roman Reigns the upper hand. The theory gains further weight from the cryptic parking lot conversation between Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa, which is yet to be revealed. The lack of details about their exchange has fueled speculation that Sami has been aligned with Solo since that moment, secretly working against the Tribal Chief. For now, fans will have to wait for Paul Heyman's return to uncover the truth behind his phone's apparent disconnection. Heyman's explanation could shed light on Sami Zayn's suspicious behavior and reveal whether he remains loyal to the OG Bloodline or has been playing a double game all along. What do you think? Could Sami Zayn be a secret agent for Solo Sikoa plotting against Roman Reigns? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, the highly anticipated clash between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson turned into a global spectacle, but was marred by persistent buffering and connectivity problems. Fans worldwide voiced their frustrations online, and for WWE enthusiasts, it raised serious concerns about Netflix's ability to handle its upcoming live wrestling event in January. According to Fightful Select, WWE insiders promptly took note of Netflix's technical challenges and reached out to the streaming giant for clarification. Netflix reportedly assured WWE that the issues are being actively addressed and that multiple rounds of performance testing are already underway. They further guaranteed that all problems would be resolved well ahead of WWE's live event in January. This isn't the first time Netflix has faced streaming challenges. Earlier this year, the live finale of Love is Blind encountered similar disruptions, sparking doubts about Netflix's readiness to venture into live sports. Interestingly, sources also revealed that during the promotion of the OVW Wrestlers show, Netflix had floated the idea of hosting a live wrestling event to test its streaming infrastructure. Now, with one of their most watched live events exposing significant vulnerabilities, the platform may need to ramp up its investments to ensure it's prepared for WWE's massive audience. Despite the event's high viewership, the technical hiccups leave Netflix with much to prove as it gears up for WWE's January debut. Will they deliver a seamless performance, or will wrestling fans endure the same frustration as viewers of Tyson vs. Paul? The stakes are high and the pressure is mounting. When the bell rings in January, one question will remain: will the stream keep up, or will fans be left buffering once again? In AEW news, the November 16th episode of AEW Collision brought high-stakes drama as a brand new stable made its impactful debut. Johnny TV, now solo after his partner in crime and real-life wife Taya Valkyrie joined forces with Deonna Purrazzo in the Vendetta, found new allies in the flamboyant MXM collection featuring Mason Madden and Mansoor. Fans have noticed the trio's recent backstage interactions, but tonight they made their partnership official. The MXM collection didn't just cheer Johnny TV on from the sidelines, they played a pivotal role in his match against Daniel Garcia. Madden even blindsided Garcia behind the referee's back in a classic heel move, but despite their collective efforts, it wasn't enough to seal the victory for Johnny TV. Garcia, ever the resilient competitor, battled through the chaos at ringside and locked in a submission to take the win. During the match, noticing that Garcia was preoccupied, Jack Perry took advantage of the situation to take out his close friend Daddy Magic, who was on the commentary desk for the match. He banged his head on the table and dragged him to the back of the arena. The scapegoat kept the attack going until they made their way to the parking lot where his van was parked. He grabbed a chain and was about to continue the brutal attack until Daniel Garcia arrived and took out Perry. Garcia helped Daddy Magic up, and they cornered Perry. To make things interesting, they grabbed the camera from the cameraman and cut the footage. A few moments later, the footage came back up, and the TNT champion was strapped with chains and rope to the hood of his own van. Daddy Magic and Daniel Garcia then hopped in the van and drove around, crashing into anything in their way while Perry was on the hood. This was a statement of how far Daniel Garcia was willing to go to take out Jack Perry and become the TNT champion. As the holiday season approaches, WWE is adjusting its touring schedule by pre-recording episodes more frequently to give its staff and wrestlers a well-deserved break. The next pre-taped episode will be the November 29th edition of SmackDown, set to be recorded on November 22nd in Salt Lake City, allowing everyone to enjoy Thanksgiving without the usual grind. But the changes don't stop there. WWE plans to tape the December 20th SmackDown episode on December 13th at the XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut. Similarly, the December 23rd edition of Raw will be pre-recorded on December 16th at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Fans can expect live episodes to resume as WWE kicks off its 2025 schedule. The tape delay trend isn't limited to Raw and SmackDown. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reports that the December 17th NXT show in Lowell, Massachusetts will air with a 1-hour delay. On that same night, WWE plans to tape the Christmas Eve episode of NXT. There's also speculation that WWE may air an NXT episode on December 31st, though no official confirmation has been made. Fans are eagerly awaiting details about WWE's end-of-year programming. What's your take on WWE's decision to tape episodes in advance? Do you enjoy the convenience for the talent, or do you miss the thrill of live broadcasts? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, Roxanne Perez has enjoyed a remarkable reign as NXT Women's Champion, and her current alliance with Cora Jade has been a standout on NXT television. Since Jade's return during the October 1st edition of NXT, the duo has formed a formidable partnership, engaging in memorable feuds with opponents like Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, while continuing to captivate audiences. At a recent NXT live event at the Dade City Armory in Florida, Perez and Jade took their antics to the next level, playfully taunting the crowd. Bringing deodorant to the ring, Jade seemed ready to hand one to a fan before Perez intervened, declaring that the fans didn't deserve it. Instead, she mockingly stated that Stephanie Vaquer not only smelled better, but also had accomplished more than the fans. With their sharp wit and mischievous antics, are Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade the best heels in WWE NXT today? Share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. Wrapping up with AEW, the November 16th, 2024 episode of Collision was taped November 14th at the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. Fans were treated to thrilling matches and unexpected moments as the roster prepared for Full Gear. The episode aired last night at 8 p.m. Here are some of the highlights. AEW's World Champion Jon Moxley delivered a fierce video promo aimed at Orange Cassidy, boasting about injuring Chuck Taylor and calling Cassidy a cold-blooded snake. Moxley stated that Cassidy's real test would be his match against Wheeler Yuta on Dynamite. Moxley expressed feeling the weight of every wrestler and fan disappointed in AEW's current state and vowed to solidify his legacy at Full Gear, declaring that if anyone couldn't handle his brand of wrestling, they should leave. Shelton Benjamin with MVP secured a win over Commander, accompanied by the Hype Man with a powerful power slam. The crowd reacted strongly to Shelton's entrance, chanting MVP throughout. Commander put up more of a fight than expected, making the match even more compelling. After the bout, MVP instructed Benjamin to unmask Commander, but Alex Abrahantes intervened and was laid out by MVP. The mask stayed intact. Mariah May retained her AEW Women's World Championship by defeating Anna Jay in a no disqualification match using Storm Zero into a folding chair. The bout featured hardcore elements including chairs, a ladder, a trash can, a table, and barbed wire. A highlight was Anna's superplex of Mariah onto a metal guardrail. Post-match, Mina Shirakawa joined Mariah in the ring for a celebration, hinting at their upcoming champagne celebration at Full Gear.